Good morning, friends. Welcome to GoOnlineTrainings.com. So definitely success is very, very easy when you have proper mentors with you, right? I spoken about Gandhiji. I spoken about, so President of America. So all these guys, right? So Abraham Lincoln was a shoemaker. Gandhiji was a failure lawyer in India. But if you see their life after 20, 30 years, they achieved a lot of things, right? So your brain, needs a lot of inputs. If you give the proper inputs, it will understand a lot of things. End of the day, you will, rule the entire nation, entire the world. Only thing is that you need to have proper inputs to be given to your mind. So you never think that you're coming from arts background. You never think that you're coming from, mechanical background. You never think that you're coming from some background. So today you may be a non-IT guy, but after this course you can become IT guy. If you join tomorrow some other course, you can also become a professional in that. So end of the day, the brain, the power of the brain is important. Never think that you cannot do anything. You can do a lot of things in your life. And I have recorded a video, a woman at the age of 44, right, from US, and she took the training from us, and she got, $150,000, approximately 1.2 crore Indian rupees salary. She got it, and I have recorded her voice and uploaded in my YouTube channel Bhaskar Jogi. Right? You can just YouTube channel Bhaskar Jogi and see a lot of success stories have been recorded and put. Lot of people from sales background, housewives, homemakers, 20 years of career gap. All these people have, given their voice. Just, go watch them and understand how beauty to convert your life from, phase A to phase B. Definitely anybody can come into IT industry today. It is not the age, it is not the qualification, it is a proper mentor, proper faculties that you need to have. So any qualification, botany, zoology people can come, arts people can come, commerce, finance people can come, journalists can come, anybody can come to IT industry, not a problem at all. So let me start. Yesterday, I spoken about what is that you have to learn, and today let us talk about completely technical things. Okay, so people who did not fill the form, they need to fill this form, guys. I have shared this, form in the chat window. Please take that form, and you will be able to fill this. And you have to supply only this data: your email address, full name with surname, course details, location, your country name or city name, mobile number with other country people have to mention their country code, click on subscribe. So this form you have to fill so that daily videos are going to be shared with you. Plus fees, discounts also will be given when you have, given the data. So whatever be the reason, if you're not able to, fill this form, you can also mail me saying that, sir, I'm not able to fill. Can you send me the form? Means I will be able to send once again the form. You will be able to fill it up, so you can fill this up, so there's no issue at all. But only thing is that if you done it yesterday, don't do it again. So that is what my request. Okay, guys. So yesterday I spoken about who can learn this course, and Go Online Trainings is also teaching a lot of other courses, not only Power BI, data analytics, MSBA, Amazon Web Services, cloud computing, DevOps, Salesforce, Selenium testing, Azure SQL, Python, data science with machine learning. If you need any help, you can teach, you can reach this guy, or you can also reach these numbers anytime, right? So, as I told you, this is a hot skill into the market. I am there with data analytics more than 20 years. I started my career in year 2000 in Bangalore, and I was learning initially C, C++, Java, .NET. In year 2002 and 2003, I shifted from Java, .NET to data analytics. In 2003, almost 19, 20 years back, I have shifted. So even today, my entire family, so we have almost 20 to 30 people in my family, they are part of data analytics, and they are working all over the world. And completely my family, a lot of my cousins, my brothers, my relatives, they took the training from me. Because of my guidance and coaching, they're able to get lot of jobs completely into data analytics. So No other, no Java, no .NET, no Salesforce, no SAP, no other, because data analytics is very, very easy. Anybody can get into that, right? So daily recorded videos we're going to be sharing. So sample CVs and everything we're going to be giving. So you should not be worried at all. Placement assistance and support across India can be given. One project is also included for free, and you will not be able to charge not even single rupee extra for all these things. Everything is free. You should not be worried at all, right? So who can learn this? As I told you, any graduate, any housewives, teachers, sales professionals, marketing guys, any operations guys, and people who do not have the growth. The simple thing, sir, I am working for 10 years in a company, but the salary is only 20,000, 30,000. So there is no growth at all. So those people have to jump into IT industry, because IT industry is a private organization. They don't need your age, they don't need your qualification, they wanted to have your skills. Remember that. So a painter comes to your home and you wanted to have a painting, so do you ask that qualification or is age? Only you ask what is experience you have, and can you tell me some ideas, what kind of a color combination I need to choose that. So IT industry is also something like that. They will not ask you whether you are 45 years old guy or a 30 years old guy, whether you have good knowledge or not. So they are worried only whether you are capable of doing some task or not. Clear? So they are not worried about anything, qualification or the age gap or age. So age is a simply number in the IT industry. So you should not be worried at all. Am I clear? Okay. So what all you have to learn, that is what I told you. So only if you learn Power BI, you cannot get a job. So compulsorily you have to learn about data. Clear? So what all you need to learn, as I told you, you have to learn compulsorily about data. So as I told you, IT industry, it means IT means what? Information technology, right? Information technology means, so information can be derived from the data. So without a data, you will not be able to get any information. So IT industry is going to be taking the data of the company or data of the world or a data of the society, and it is going to be, performing a lot of activities with the help of that. So how do you get the data? How do you store the data means? So this is where we are going to be talking about SQL or database management systems or RDBMS systems, relational database management system. So without storing data, without managing data, you are not going to be working with information technology. IT industry, where you are going to be working with the data from morning to evening. So you are going to be storing the data, you are going to be processing the data. Only two things IT industry can do. One is storing of the data. Store the data. So that is one the IT industry is going to be doing. The second one the IT industry is going to be doing, it is going to be processing the data. How do you process the data? With the help of a language. So what are the languages? We have C++, right? We have a Python, we have Java. All the languages are there to process your data. So that is the what you need to understand. IT industry is going to be doing only two operations. One is called storing of the data. The second one is called processing of the data. So apart from that, IT industry is not doing anything else. Remember, if you're learning SQL, RDBMS and everything, you are simply storing the data. If you're dealing with Java or a .NET or a Python or whatever it is, so all these things are going to be used to process your data. IT industry is going to be doing only two things. What are they? Storing of the data, processing of the data. So how do you store the data of the company? So if you wanted to store the data of your bank, if you wanted to store the data of your Facebook or Amazon.com, so where these companies are going to be storing the data using a software means, you have to know these technologies. Yeah, am I clear? So compulsorily, if you wanted to get into IT industry, or tomorrow if you wanted to learn Java or .NET or Python, compulsorily you have to learn SQL and the first course you're going to be learning. So what are the SQL softwares that we have? As I told you, the popular software is Oracle. Then we have Microsoft SQL Server software. Then it is from Microsoft. Like that, we have a lot of softwares, Database 2000, and one more software from these two from the IBM company. These are database management systems. Then we have Teradata. So a lot of softwares are available to store the data. All these are called as SQL softwares or database management softwares or RDBMS softwares. So where you will be able to store the data. So what is Oracle? Oracle is a go down. What is SQL Server? It is also one more go down. What is a DB2? It is also one more go down. Netiza, Teradata, lot of go downs are available where you should be able to store large amount of data. Clear? I have a water. How do I store the water? I need to have a tank. So tank where you are going to be putting the water, getting the water. So Oracle is a tank or a bank, right? You can think Oracle is a tank from one more company. SQL Server is one more tank. So you have a lot of tanks manufacturing companies are available, right? So where you will be able to store large amount of data. Large amount of data means we're going to be using only in the IT industry these kind of a SQL softwares or database management systems, or you can say RDBMS systems. That is what you need to understand. So SQL Server is from Microsoft. Clear? So compulsorily Power BI is from Microsoft. You are going to be learning this. So you have two concepts, SQL and T-SQL. So SQL is basic. So SQL is a basic one, and T-SQL means a transact SQL. This is advanced one. So totally 45 videos are going to be there, and each video will be for 1 hour. You need to watch this video and you need to buy this course and you need to proceed further. So buy only videos because we don't have live classes. So we don't have live classes. This is available in Telugu language as well as English as well. You can buy whatever be the language that you wanted to have. So 1.5 months it is going to be taken to complete. So daily you need to watch one video, and one video will be for 1 hour minimum. You have to watch that video, write the notes. Plus the second one, you will be attending Power BI classes. Power BI is going to be taken with the DAX. So these are the live classes are going to be happening. So daily 1 hour, Monday to Friday. So these you can attend live, right? And daily videos are going to be given. These videos anyhow you're going to be purchasing. So these are the things that you're going to be learning in January and February of 2023. So 2 months we are going to be working only with a SQL Server video training, and you have to only attend the live classes for the Power BI. If you have any question in the SQL Server whenever you watch the videos, the clarification you can ask them in the next day class. So you have to make the payment for these two courses only now, right? After that you have to compulsorily join one more course in March 23rd. The course is called SSIS. Okay, what is SSIS? I'm going to be talking about it, and I have ETL, SSIS, or you can have one more course that is what is called ADF. So this will be for 1 month. 25 days classes are available. You can attend live classes or you can also buy videos, and this will be in the month of March, not now. So after that we are creating the project. We are also doing the project in the month of March, creating a sample CV project and everything, project explanation. So the course gets over. So totally these are the courses that you have to buy, and as of now you need to buy only these two courses in the month of March. This ETL, what is ETL, what is Power BI, everything I'm going to be discussing today. Now should not be worried at all anything. One more course you will be able to get it, data warehouse. So this will be for 5 days course or 7 days course. You can also get live classes you can attend, or you can also get videos, but this course will be free for you. Clear? When you buy SSIS or ADF, you will be able to get data warehousing is free, and lot of interview questions are going to come. So this is the complete curriculum of your sessions. So you cannot say, sir, I wanted to learn only Power BI, means you will not be able to get a job. So only one skill, you cannot get a job at all. Compulsorily without SQL Server knowledge. So tomorrow you wanted to learn Java, .NET, C++, Python, anything you wanted to learn. So compulsorily you need to have in-depth of SQL Server knowledge. So without this knowledge, you will not be able to get into IT industry. Forget about anything. So without SQL or without Oracle knowledge or DB2 knowledge, you can learn one course. So all of them are similar. All of them are similar. So without this, don't get into IT industry. I'm telling you. So compulsorily you have to learn them parallelly so that you can complete. Because if you learn one by one, it will take a lot of time. I don't think so you need to do, because Power BI is very, very easy. Power BI is very, very easy. Who can learn Power BI? What is the eligibility to learn Power BI means? Eligibility is nothing actually. So if you know 2 plus 2 equals to 4, you can learn Power BI. Nothing is there in Power BI. Nothing is there in Power BI. So it will not take much more time. It will not take much time to understand Power BI, but you have to put a lot of efforts to understand this. Even these technologies are very, very easy. So you have completely drag and drop software, no coding at all needed. So only 20% of the coding will be available here. So these tools also completely no coding software. Any person, any non-IT people can understand all these things, but without this knowledge, you will not be able to get into IT industry. To understand Power BI, you need not know nothing. So, but why are we learning SQL Server? To get a job in IT industry. To get a job, we are learning SQL Server, but to learn Power BI, you don't need any SQL Server knowledge, or you don't need any SSIS knowledge. You don't need any knowledge at all to learn Power BI, because Power BI anybody can learn. When you have some data, you can easily learn Power BI. But why are we learning all of the skills? Because I wanted to get a job in the IT industry. The interview is going to be starting with SQL. They don't ask you any questions on Power BI, because Power BI is dead easy. Any 10th class, 10 times failure guy also can understand Power BI. It is not at all complex. All non-technical people can go into Power BI. Am I clear? So these are the things that you need to understand. Now you have to know about data. Okay, so let us go into now Power BI topic. So let us understand the data. So one of the journalists went to Microsoft and asked, sir, what do you mean by data? Microsoft says data is currency today. What is the answer from Microsoft? Data is currency today. Data is next generation fuel. Clear. You will be able to get lots of money from data itself. Now you tell me, Google is not having anything, but they're having your data. Because of that, they are very, very rich in this world. How come? WhatsApp? What about Instagram? What about social media sites, Twitter, and all these companies are very, very rich in this world, but directly they are not selling any product. Amazon could be very, very rich. They're selling some product, right? So Microsoft could be very, very rich. They're selling some product, or any other company is going to be selling the products. You take Unilever, they're selling some products. Now you tell me the Amazon, Unilever, these guys are getting the profits and everything because they're selling the products. But now you tell me, what about Google? What about Facebook? What about Instagram? What about, you have Snapchat, all these applications where you have the data, WhatsApp, all these applications where, they have large amount of your data. Because of that, they are having large amount of profits and money with the company. Because of your data, they're very, very rich in this world. Clear? So that is what Microsoft told. That is what Microsoft told. So then same question asked to Google, sir, what is the meaning of data? The Google says data is, so data is a currency today given by this, but Google is saying data is everything today. So whatever you think that is a data, I wanted to create a driverless cars, or I wanted to create artificial intelligence applications, or I wanted to create a robot, robots, and robot has to think itself, right? So I should not be giving the thinking strategies and everything. So artificial intelligence, a robot, machine learning, everything is going to be coming and today because of the data. So in next 5 years, everything will get automated because of artificial intelligence and machine learning. So that is what you need to understand. Clear? Because of the data only, lot of things are going to be changed in your companies. Lot of companies are saying next 5 years we are going to be removing a sales team, we are going to be removing operational team, we are going to be removing recruitment team, we are going to be removing completely BPO, KPO, all the back end process team is going to be disappearing. Everything will get automated because of artificial intelligence. Clear? So because of artificial intelligence, we have machine learning and lot of other things are going to be coming. So because of the data, the companies can do lot of beautiful things in this world. But the question is, what is the size of the data the company has? So what is the size of the data the company has? If the company has very small amount of data, for example, I'm having small amount of data every month, I'm getting only 1,000 inquiries asking for, sir, what is that course you have? And I wanted to join in Java course, Power BI course, or SQL course, or some other course, Oracle course. Every month we are going to be getting a lot of inquiries. That data goonlinetrainings.com is storing. Where we are storing all the data, we are going to be storing in Excel. So we are managing all the data in Excel, and we are also processing the data. So what is the meaning of that? So I wanted to tell you that I have large amount of data every month comes, not large amount of data. I'm going to be getting at least 1,000 rows every month. Clear? All the student inquiries data, where I'm storing? I'm storing into a student's sheet. I'm going to be creating a form like this: serial number, name of the student who inquired, what is the course he wanted to learn, what is the gender of the student, and a date, when is that he inquired, what is the phone number, what is the email ID, what is the fee he paid. So this guy did not join the course, but they have inquired. So these people have paid some amount, $100, $200, something like that. So when is the paid date? I'm having some data. So every month I'm getting thousands of inquiries. So 1,000 inquiries means it will be KBs of data or megabytes of data. So every month 1,000 inquiries. So 1,000 into 12 months data, it will become 1,000 into 12 months, it will become 12,000 rows, 12,000 inquiries I'm going to be getting. So end of the year or end of the month, I'm creating a lot of reports. Okay. I am going to be creating a lot of reports manually. So I create a report like this. In 2021, how many people have inquired for Power BI? 1,235 people. So in 2021 January, how many people have inquired for MSBI, SQL, Python, DevOps training? Like that, I am going to be going and counting manually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is what is called processing. This is what is called processing. Create a report can be achieved with the help of a processing. So manually, I'm going to be counting 1. So this is also one more SQL. This is, let us say, Power BI. I'm going to be counting 1, 2. So like that, I'm going to be going and writing. There are 2 inquiries like Power BI, 2 inquiries for this one. So I'm going to be doing like that. I'm going to be doing like this. So you need to understand. So when you store the data, nobody needs raw data. Everybody needs some kind of a processed data. That is what is called a report. Report means show the data understandable format, or show the data in the table format is what is called a report. But so Power BI 1400, MSBI 1200, people will not be getting interested to see the data. So what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to take this data something like this. I create a beautiful chart. I create a beautiful chart. Now, when you see the data like this is what is called a visualization. So, Power BI is leading in January month. MS BI is okay, but next one is called SQL, then Python and DevOps. So, what is the least course means Python. What is the more number of inquiries where you're getting means Power BI. You take the same data, you create a lot of visualizations, and I can be able to, I should be able to compare the data and understand, which, product is doing very, very good. Power BI is doing very, very good. And Python is not doing very, very good. And why Python inquiries we are not getting. So that is what I wanted to understand by comparing the data. Clear? So I take the raw data and I convert into a report. A report could be available in the table format, or report also can be available in the a visualization. Clear? So this is what is called get the data, convert the data into information. So this data nobody can understand easily, but this data anybody can understand. Okay, in January this is what has happened. Very good. Okay, in February this is what has happened. Okay, in last year this is what is the sales happened to Amazon. So this is what is called boring data. So you can show the data in the reporting format, but instead of showing the data, you can also go create a lot of visualization. So Excel, where so you can tell you data like this. So in different charts and everything. So Excel is a beautiful reporting software, or you can say visualization software. But Excel has can take only limited data. It can create lot of beautiful reports and everything with the help of this. And this is what is called number of inquiries every month and course wise. So every month I wanted to know what is the fee collected. So when you go, there is a fee column is available. I want to check how many people have joined for Power BI. That is what already been done. Now I want to know how many people, what is the total fee received towards Power BI course, and what is the total fee received for the this one. Who are the people who did not join the course? Like that, I have to create a lot of reports, and I have to give lot of reports and visualization to my boss. Clear? So nobody needs a data in the raw format. Everybody wanted to have this kind of a reports and this kind of a visualizations. Am I clear? So convert data into information, or convert data into reports, and these reports are called as dashboards. Clear? Or these reports are called as a summary. Sometimes this will be a summary and later this is renamed as a reports. Today this is what is called a dashboard. అర్థమవుతుందా? So dashboard means nobody can understand this data, but people can understand the data like this. So this is converting a simple raw data into meaningful information with the help of charts and lot of tables. Am I clear? So this is what is called a data analytics. Data analytics means you take the data, convert into understandable information. So data analytics. Data analytics means, so as I told you yesterday, data analytics means it is also called as a business intelligence. It is also called as a business intelligence means you convert the data into meaningful information. Why? Because you wanted to understand the past. Reporting the past is what is called as a data analytics, business intelligence. I wanted to know what was the sales in last year. I take the last year data, I created this kind of a dashboard, this kind of a analytics, so that I can understand last 5 years how my company is growing, how every month the things are improving. For example, if I take January month data to this month data, I wanted to create a beautiful chart. Now you see how it is happening. I can easily see month of March the data is more and more, and month of July the data is very, very less. So I can easily understand within fraction of seconds when I create a visualization. Create, but this data cannot tell me anything. Which month is good, which month is bad, but this data can tell me which month you will have for which course. So what kind of an opportunities you have, everything you can analyze. But understand, we are talking about past data. Clear? So always you are going to be taking the historical data, past data, So on that, you're going to be creating a lot of analytics, a lot of reports, and you understanding the past is called as a data analytics. So what kind of a data analytics or business intelligence is going to be having, Nana? It is going to be having historical data of the company. Okay, or you can say read only data. Nobody can modify the data. You go to ICICI Bank or you go to State Bank of India, you have done lot of cash deposits and cash withdrawals, EMI loans you would have paid. They wanted to understand the last 5 years, what was the profit gained towards loans, personal loans. The banking system wanted to understand which area we are giving more and more loans, which locations where the profit is more towards loans, and which area of the customers requiring more and more loans, and which location of the country where the loans are taken by the companies or the individuals, or they are not repaying properly. The company wanted to understand where we lost a lot of business because of XYZ, because of our competitors. So they wanted to understand lot of things from the existing data. Why they wanted to understand? Because the company wanted to increase their profits and business for the next quarter or the next month. If they don't understand clearly what was the business last 5 years, then they will not be able to do anything. So if they come to know that Python is not doing very properly or some Power BI is not doing, so what is that I should do? I have to either change my faculty, or I have to increase the content, or I have to do something because I wanted to increase the revenue for the Python course. I wanted to increase the profits for the loans. I don't want to give the loans for the city called ABC, because people are not paying the loans every time. Whenever we give the loan, so the loans are not getting back properly from so and so location. So immediately the bank is going to be stopping, will be stopping to give the sanction the loans. Clear? So all the decisions can be taken when you have this kind of a data analytics or business intelligence applications in their business. Clear? So this is what is called a decision making system. So I wanted to give the loan, or I don't want to give the loan. I can take a decision as a bank manager by seeing the past data for that guy or for that location. Am I clear? So data analytics or business intelligence systems are called as decision making systems. Clear? So reporting the past. So on the other hand, when you have a data, I wanted to also perform a lot of predictions. Okay, what would be my sales in India next 5 years? Based on that only, the Amazon company wanted to put a lot of budget, lot of recruitment is going to be happening. Otherwise, why the company is going to be putting a lot of amount, and why is that they're going to be establishing the company? Why is that they'll have more and more funds given to only India, not to China? So why is that? Because they wanted to understand that the growth in India in next 5 years, so the growth will be like this. They wanted to understand the predictions and everything. So they'll take the historical data, they take historical data, and they do the data analytics, and they take the historical data. They also do data science or artificial intelligence applications, or machine learning applications are going to be created, or you can say deep learning, natural language processing. Lot of things are available under this, and here you are going to be predicting the future. Okay, predict the future. So both of them are not same. So data science also needs a data analytics also need data. What kind of a data? So completely historical data. So what kind of a data we have to supply? We have to supply a historical data. The data may be in Excel sheet or somewhere else. Clear? So we are going to be predicting, or we are going to be doing lot of pattern matching, lot of other things we are going to be doing. So in the data science, so this is also called as a earlier days data mining. Clear? So data mining, we were calling this as a data mining. So recently, data mining plus computer science. Okay, computer science. So data mining and computer science taken together. So data science and computer, data mining and computer science taken together. From here, the IT industry took data, and from here it is took this one, it has become a data science today. So it was called as a data mining. So data mining plus data science put together became a data science today. So data science is very complicated one, not very easy. So data analytics course, you can learn Power BI within 3 months. You can easily get into IT industry. But these courses are not very easy. These are very complex in nature. And minimum 12 months to 1 year to 18 months. 12 months to 18 months courses you need to attend, and definitely this is very hard skill. Many many YouTube guys are saying, what is the sexiest skill in this world? People will say data science. So you join this course, you will get 20% discount, 30% discount. That is fine, but it's very complex and complicated. Never directly jump into this. And you need to have not only the technology, you have to good at maths, you have to good at stats if you wanted to, if you wanted to get into the data science course. Clear? So plus you have to learn here only. So if you want to learn this, you have to learn SQL, data warehousing, ETL, and you have to learn Power BI. And these are the things that you're going to be learning. But here you're going to be learning a lot of other things. You have to know SQL and at least some data warehousing concepts, and you need to know Python. On top of the Python, you need to learn artificial intelligence, machine learning, data mining, data science, a lot of things, deep learning, natural language processing, lot of things you're going to be learning. So Python is also compulsory here. Okay. Python is also compulsory here. Python will be 1 month course. So this will be remaining 16 months or 1 year. You need to learn all of them. Clear? So artificial intelligence, below that you have a machine learning and everything. Clear? So all these things are very important. If you ask me what is artificial intelligence, artificial intelligence will come here. So below that you have a machine learning, and below that again you have a deep learning and everything. Clear? So what is artificial intelligence means? You enable machine to think. You enable machine to think, computer to think. Enable computer to think as a human brain. So computer to think. So that is what is called artificial intelligence. Clear? So machine learning, where you are going to be giving a lot of algorithms and everything, using the machine learning, deep learning, all of them, where so all this is what is called data science. Okay, all this what is called data science. Data sciences as artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, neural networks, okay, natural language processing, lot of things are, lot of things are going to come. So artificial intelligence means enable the computer to think as a human being. Clear? So it will think as a human being. It is going to be solving the problems on its own. Okay, that is what is called machine learning. So the machine is able to learn on its own. However, the human brain is learning the same way the machine means here computer. The computer is going to be learning on its own. So that is what is called artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence can be derived with the help of a machine learning algorithms. Clear? So this is what is very complicated one, but very wonderful things. Because of the artificial intelligence and everything, the companies are going to be automating a lot of things. Clear? If you wanted to get into IT industry, you can easily get into first data analytics, because no coding, within 3 months you can easily get into IT industry. If you wanted to migrate or jump to data science, you can easily jump. Clear? So both of them are not same. Both of them needs what kind of a data? Historical data. It can be small amount of data also. But when you have a large amount of data, so my company is very small company. You're thinking about a company called Amazon.com. So Amazon company every month is going to be getting GBs of data, lakhs, or it is going to be getting millions of rows every month. 1 million is equivalent to 10 lakhs, right? So every month it is going to be getting millions of data. 1 million is equivalent to in Indian currency 10 lakhs, right? So 10 million is equivalent to in Indian currency 1 crore. You have to know 1 second is equivalent to 1000 milliseconds. Okay, you have to know all these simple things. You cannot say it is 60 milliseconds. Many people, when I ask this question in the interview, they'll say 60. It is not 60, it is 1,000 milliseconds. Like that, you have to know at least some things. 1 million is equivalent to 10 lakhs. 10 million is equivalent to 1 crore. 1 second is equivalent to 1,000 milliseconds. Something like this. At least you should know the basic fundas. So when you have GBs of data, so where the company is going to be storing large amount of data, Excel cannot be used. So this is where we are going to be using SQL or a database management system. It is also called as RDBMS, where the data is going to be stored. Clear? But how you're going to be storing the processing the data, because only storing is not sufficient. We have to convert raw data into information. We have to processing can be done with the help of a language. So you can use any language, clear, for the processing of the data. So you need to understand what is the purpose of IT industry. Storing of the data, processing of the data. So to store the data, we have a lot of RDBMS tools. I told you Oracle is the number one tool. The next number one tool is called Microsoft SQL Server, right? Then again, the next tool is called Database 2000 from IBM company. Then IBM company is having one more database tool is called Netezza. Clear? And like that, lot of companies are giving tools. We have MySQL. This is also one more company's RDBMS software or SQL software, Teradata, right? So a lot of tools are available where you should be able to store the data. You can say one more tool is called PostgreSQL. Then we have thousands of tools are available, but you can see only popular tools are one or two. Can you tell me some banks? You can say Citibank, ICICI Bank, State Bank of India, Deutsche Bank, but you have thousands of banks, right? So all these are called as a bank where you are going to be storing the company's data. So what is the size of the data you can store? You can store GBs of data. So every month, Amazon is getting, let us say, 200 GB of data per month. So clear, approximately some 30 million rows you will be able to get it. All the data you will not be able to store them in Excel. So Excel is not very good when you wanted to store large amount of the data. So when you have large amount of data, companies have to jump into this one. So IT industry most of the time is going to be storing the data of the business into the SQL softwares, or called as a database management systems, or called as relational database management systems. These are the popular softwares where the companies are going to be storing the data. When you go to Amazon, okay, when you go to Amazon, let me go here. I want to go to amazon.in. So I wanted to buy some product. I would like to click on some baby products. I wanted to search, and immediately I wanted to buy some this products. When I click on this, you don't know that this product is coming from one SQL database. The images and the price, everything is stored in a SQL databases only. And this may be a Java application or Angular JS application, or it could be a Python application or .NET application. I don't know, right? But this is getting the data from where? All the data is going to be stored from the RDBMS, Oracle SQL Server. So whenever you buy a product, you make the payment, right? The payment data also will be going. When I click on the add to cart, so I will be able to, proceed to buy. I will be able to give my email address and everything. All my email address, phone number, my credit card data, my payment data, purchase details, product details, everything will be stored in a oracle.com, or it can be a SQL server. That is what you have to know. So whenever you make any payment, whenever you store the data, you have to know that all the data is going to go to one RDBMS software. That you have to know always. Clear? So you cannot say that data is somewhere in amazon.com itself. No, Amazon or yatra.com, any application when you take, all the data will be there in the RDBMS or SQL server software only. So every month Amazon getting this much of a data. Now into 12 months data. So what is the total size? So it will be, so every month the 200 GB, 200 into 200 into 12, it will become 2.4 terabytes of data, or 2400 GBs of data. It is equivalent to 2.4 terabytes of data. So I cannot store terabytes of data in a simple SQL systems. So I wanted to use when you have large amount of data. So I am talking about now millions and trillions of data. Okay, millions and trillions of data. This data I have to store in one more computer or one more software system. That is what is called a data warehouse tools. Clear? So you can store the data up to GBs of data, 500 GB, 200 GB, 700 GB, like that. You will be able to store 500 GB means it will become, so it will become 6000 GB, 6 terabytes of data. When you have a terabytes of data, so when you have a megabytes of data, simple this kind of a softwares, but when you have a terabytes of data, so we are going to be storing all the data into one more software called data warehousing software. Now the question, how the data warehouse can be built? Clear? So data warehouse can be created. It is a software and plus hardware. But remember, you have to buy big hardware. Big hardware means a bigger hardware you need to buy. For example, I am buying my laptop. Let me show you my laptop configuration. I'm clicking on this PC. Go to properties. I wanted to tell you what is my laptop configuration. I am having Windows 11 Pro, 8 GB of RAM, i5 processor, and in that machine, in this machine, let me close this, and I am having approximately 1 terabyte of hard disk. It is some 300 GB, 300 GB, 1 terabyte of hard disk. What is the maximum data I can store in my laptop? Only 1 terabyte. But if I buy a bigger hardware, inside I am going to be installing SQL or RDBMS software. So data warehouse is nothing but a same software we are going to be using, but hardware is not very small. Hardware will be, we are having 1000 GB of RAM. Clear? And 1000 processors are going to be running. And 100 terabyte of disk space. Okay, large amount of hardware we are going to be having. Inside that, we are going to be installing a software called SQL Server software, or you can install Oracle software, or you can install Teradata or Netezza software, so that that hardware is called as a data warehouse. Warehouse means go down. So where large amount of data, large amount means what is the large amount? Terabytes of data. When you store large amount of data, you are going to be creating a data warehouse machines, and these machines are very bigger machines are stored in your data centers. Clear? So lot of data centers where you will be able to see very bigger computers, where you will be able to see Netezza, SQL Server, Oracle will be installed in that machine, so that it can accommodate large amount of companies' data. If I take my laptop and install Oracle, so maximum I can store only 1 terabyte of data. Why? The capacity is only 1 terabyte, so only 8 GB of RAM. I cannot store more than 1 terabyte of data in my laptop, because my laptop is not having a big hardware. If you go to data center, let me go here, let me show you a data centers. Okay, data centers, when you go in India, or you can go anywhere. So how is the data center? Let me show you. So this is what is called a data center, collection of bigger computers, where in a single, it is not a single computer, a collection of computers. So the bigger computer itself is one data warehouse machine. Clear? So it is going to be storing a large amount of hardware, or this bigger machine itself is one more data warehousing machine. Clear? So where you have a bigger hardware, where you're going to be installing any SQL means it could be Oracle software or anything. So it is going to be maintained like that. Lot of data warehousing machines are going to be maintaining inside your data centers. Am I clear? So these will be maintained by the SQL admin or SQL DBA guys. So database administrators. So these people are going to be maintaining all the data centers, and admin guys, networking guys are going to be working in this data centers. Completely admin activities, 24/7 shifts they're going to be working. All the company's data is going to be coming here. Amazon data, State Bank of India data, or any company's data will get stored not only in one place. It is going to be having multiple copies of the data. One copy will be available in this data center. This may be in Hyderabad, right? One more copy of the data will be available. So this may be in Singapore. Clear? One more copy of the data will be available in one more, and it will be there in, let us say, Dubai. So all the data of a single company is not stored in the single place. It is stored in the one place, second, third. So 3 to 4 copies of the data they're going to be maintaining. If there is an earthquake in this Hyderabad, or there is a floods, there is a fire accident. So all the data center will be under fire. Clear? Under water. So you cannot run immediately. You are going to be going to the one more country, one more continent, where you are going to be maintaining one more copy of the data of State Bank. So immediately, within a fraction of seconds, if the data center is down, within 3 seconds, this data center is going to be up with the same data. Your India servers are going to be working. Nobody knows that there is a fire accident happened into India server. The lag time is only 3 to 10 seconds. Okay, if the servers are not responding automatically, your ATMs and everything automatically will be connected to the Europe data center or London data center or Dubai data center, that you and me do not know, also saying that there is a big earthquake is going to be happened and a complete data center is gone. Clear? So they are going to be maintaining a lot of data center where large amount of data warehousing machines are going to be prepared. How the data warehouse machines are going to be prepared, Nana? With the help of a bigger hardware. Software wise, the same software. Clear? Only hardware is big. So you are going to be storing all the data in the data centers, data warehousing machines, where you have a large amount of company's historical data. But how you are going to be processing the data? You are going to be using BA tools. Okay. For the processing of the data, we are not going to be using a language, because language means, we know language means C++, Python, where you have to write lot of code. People do not have that time to write the code, so people are not going to be using any language. So here we are going to be using BA tools, right? So what are the BA tools? A lot of BA tools are available in the market. I need not tell you the old tool called SAP BA, right? We have SAS BA, we have Oracle BA. Oracle BI means OBI, right? So not only one BI tools, Microsoft BI. Microsoft BI means MS BI. This is released in 2005. Okay. These BI tools released in year 2000, not now. Very, very old tools. 2000 and latest 2001, SAP BA, SAS BA, OBI tools got released. Microsoft released MS BI, Microsoft Business Intelligence, in 2005. The latest tool is called Power BI. Right? So Power BI is also one more BI tool released by Microsoft in year 2015. Clear? So lot of BI tools are there where no coding is required, where no technical knowledge is required. Any non-technical people can create a beautiful reports and visualization by taking the large amount of data. Am I clear? Let us understand the difference between these BI tools with MS BI and Power BI. When you have a large amount of data, terabytes of the data, the companies are going to be storing the data here, right? Let us talk about this. Before that, when you have more and more data, so the data is crossed beyond terabytes. Okay, the data, unlimited data. So it is a petabyte of data, zettabyte of data, yottabyte of data, yottabyte of data. So this kind of a data, big trillions, billions, this kind of a data is called as a big data. So big data means unlimited data. Remember, it is not a limited, it is unlimited data, large amount of data. Can you store large amount of data in a data warehouse? It is going to be failing. So when you have a big data or large amount of data or unlimited data, data coming from the social media or data coming from the Twitter, Facebook, right? All the YouTube data, you will not be able to store in the data warehouse, because data warehouse can accommodate only terabytes of data. When you cannot store the data here, so there is a software called Hadoop software. So here we are going to be storing the data in the Hadoop software where we are going to be processing the data. So Hadoop as having two components. One is called HDFS, Hadoop Distributed File System, and it is going to be having map reduce. Don't worry about all these things, okay? So it is going to be processing the data. So this is what is the storing. So how the companies in IT industry going to store the data means, if you have a small amount of data, we are storing in Excel. For example, I wanted to go to 5 kilometers. I wanted to go to supermarket, buy some vegetables. I take a bike and go. But I wanted to go to 500 kilometers or 1000 miles, 1000 kilometers. Can I take a bike and go? You can take a bike and go, but you will get pain and more fuel. So how are we going to go? You can go by a car, you can go by a train, or you can go by a bus. So when the distance is more, we are going to be using a car or the bus or the train. When the less data, Excel. When the more data, we are going to be using SQL. And I wanted to go to Dubai from India, or I wanted to go to Nigeria from India, or I wanted to go to America from India. Can I go by a car? Can I go by a bus? No, 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 no. We have to go by a flight, right? I wanted to go to, use a large amount of data. Can I use normal SQL Server databases? No, 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 no. I have to use a flight. So more distance means you have to use a flight. Now I am going to be using a data warehouse. When I have terabytes of data, now I wanted to go to moon or Mars. Can I use a flight and go? I have to use a rocket and go. Now I'm going to be using Hadoop. I'm going to be using Hadoop software to store the data, to process the data. You never think that, Hadoop is powerful. Hadoop is powerful, but we cannot use everywhere. Can I use rocket everywhere? Even though Bill Gates is very rich, can he use rocket everywhere to go to his office? No, 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 right? Because even though this is very, very powerful, we cannot use Hadoop everywhere, or we cannot use data warehouse everywhere, or we cannot use SQL everywhere, or we cannot use Excel everywhere. So it depends upon the usage, right? Small amount of data you store in Excel. Large amount of data you store in normal RDBMS. Bigger terabytes of data you leave normal SQL and go to the bigger hardware with the SQL. That is what is called data warehouse. If you have unlimited data, I want to store, can I take a data warehouse? No, 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 no. You have to go in for Hadoop systems. So like that, all these things are data storing technologies. Without data storage, how do you process the data? How do you create a data analytics or data science? Because if you have a data, then only you can think about data analytics or the data science. So you can also perform data analytics using Excel data or RDBMS data or data warehousing data or Hadoop data. Clear? So data science or data analytics can be done. It is a processing. Data analytics and data processing, one kind of a processing can be done with the help of existing historical data. But where is the data of your company? It can be anywhere. So go online trainings also can take their data. They can predict the data. They can also analyze the data. So remember that. So you need to have the data. Without data, we will not be able to do anything. Am I clear? So these are the IT industry latest technologies which are available to store the data, to process the data. But you may ask me, sir, what is the difference between all of them plus MS BI and Power BI? I will take 5 more minutes. So tomorrow we'll talk about some more new things. Before that, I will give you small difference between these BI tools. And tomorrow we'll talk about what is MS BI versus Power BI in detailed manner. Both of them are Microsoft tools. So let me talk about these BI tools. I will take 5 minutes. So SAP BI or SAS BI. BI means business intelligence, come from OBI, Oracle BI. Oracle also has BI, but these are failure products today. Why? These are very, very complex to learn, and this is only one tool you will be learning, that will be a reporting. Create lot of visualizations. Because of that, these tools are very, very costly also. These are released in year 2000 2001, and they were there for 5 6 years. Then immediately these failed into the market. Now Microsoft came into the market. Microsoft Business Intelligence As I told you, it is released in 2005. Microsoft told it is not a single tool. Here, Microsoft is giving three tools. So one is called SSIS, SSAS, and SSRS. These three tools are called as MSBI, Microsoft uh, Business Intelligence Tools. It is released in 2005 by Microsoft. The first tool is called ETL tool. We will understand tomorrow what is ETL. The second tool is called analysis tool. The third one is called a reporting tool. You can create a beautiful reports. I had shown you in Excel, right? Excel is also very good reporting tool. So collection of these three tools are called as Microsoft BI, and these are completely failed because of they have only one tool, and very hard to learn, and very complex and costly. Microsoft told it is free. Microsoft told it is free, or they were selling 1/3 cost of the above tool. Okay, so it was very costly tools, very expensive tools, and only one tool. Microsoft is giving me telling that you only pay this much, you will be able to get all the three tools, and easy to learn. Anybody can learn this tool, so easy to learn and get a job. Hot skill also. Even today it is going on, hot skill and easy to learn, not very complex. And okay, so this is what is called MSBI in 2005. You can do a lot of things. What is ETL? What is analysis? Everything I'll discuss in tomorrow's class. So in between, there is a company called Tableau. Okay, there's a company called Tabular BA. This fellow, I think, released in 2010. So this is what is called self-service BA. That means no technical knowledge is required. No technical knowledge is required. So anybody can take the data, create a reports. So it is what is called self-service BA. So it is released in Tableau BA in 2010, and it was become super duper worldwide. Many people said you need not know anything, you can take the data, create a beautiful reports, because MSBI and other BI where technical people can create a reports. A SQL developer, .NET developer, Java developer can create, but normal non-technical people cannot create. For example, I wanted to have the Maggi noodles. Do you need to know cooking? Anybody can prepare the Maggi noodles. So Maggi noodles is just like a Tableau BA. Anybody who do not know anything about technology, they can create a beautiful business intelligence applications. They can create a beautiful reports and visualizations. So this has become so popular. To give the competition to this, so it is a completely a reporting software. Okay, reporting software. You can create a beautiful reports and everything. So to give competition, Microsoft released Power BI. So it is released in 2015, right? It is also a self-service BI software. So to give a competition, Microsoft released Power BI. It is a purely reporting software, and it is also called as a self-service BA. Self-service means what? So anybody, people who do not know technical knowledge, they can easily, create a beautiful reports and give it to the, organization. So that is the reason why Power BI is introduced. Now this is a reporting software. So what Microsoft told, you remove SSRS. You remove SSRS. Instead of SSRS, you take Power BI. So many people are using what? Many people are using SSIS as it is, which is a ETL tool, and SSAS also they are using, and reporting tool. They were having SSRS. Instead of SSRS, you people can use Power BI. Because of this, Power BI now is a number one leading software in the market. It is there in the number one position. It is there in the number one position today. So that is what you need to understand. Power BI is to give a competition to Tableau BI software, and it is a self-service BA. It is a purely reporting software. And Microsoft, has Excel is also reporting software. After that, we have SSRS. Now we have Power BI. So Power BI is a purely reporting software. It is a self-service BI software. Anybody can work on this. Okay. So if you wanted to learn BI, as I told you, you have to know SQL or all these things. So since we are learning Microsoft technologies, you have to learn compulsorily this. So SQL Server knowledge you have to know. Let me give you SQL Server history. So SQL Server is started by Microsoft 1.0. What kind of a software it is? It is released in 1989. Okay, which is a RDBMS software or a tool. Relational database management system called, it can store the data. That's it. So later they have released 3.0 and 5.0, then 7.0, then 2000. SQL Server 2000. So SQL Server is a RDBMS software. You can think is a go down or a storeroom. Storeroom, what you do? What you do? You put the items, get the items. In the tank, what you do? You put the water, get the water. So SQL Server is RDBMS. You store the data, retrieve the data. Nothing else you can do in the RDBMS. You can take any RDBMS software, Oracle, SQL Server, DB2. What you do? You store the data, you get the data, retrieve the data. Only these are the two functionalities of RDBMS. Clear? So it was a story in that, but later what Microsoft has done, later in the year 2005, they told they have released a version called 2005. Now in which year they have released? In 2005. In that it is RDBMS software. In this only they have added MSBI. 3 tools got added. Clear? So they don't have one more software for MSBI. SQL Server next version released in 2005, almost 17 years back. It was story. Not only RDBMS, in this they have added 3 more tools. SSIS. What is SS? SS means SQL Server. Okay. So what are these 3 tools? These 3 tools are called as MSBI. Let me tell you what is SSIS means. SQL Server integration. Integration means combining. Okay. So it is ETL software they have released. Remember that. This is a ETL software. Tomorrow we'll talk about this software. You have to know when you install SQL Server 2005, you will get not only data storing software, that is SQL software, plus MSBA software also will be installed. And the second software is called as analysis software. What is analysis? We'll talk about in tomorrow's class. So you should not be worried about now. So tomorrow I'm going to be talking about analysis, where we are going to be creating a cubes and everything. The third software is called as a reporting software. Clear? So reporting software. So this is where you're going to be creating a lot of reports and visualizations. Visuals we're going to be creating. But number one reporting tool is Excel. In Excel, you can create a lot of beautiful reports, but more than Excel, now Power BI is dead easy. Anybody who knows Excel, who does not know Excel, they will enjoy Power BI very, very easily. Now, what is the next version of SQL Server released? I will tell you. The next version is released in 2008. Okay. Now 2005, then 2008, then 2008 R2. This is released in 2010. Now 2012 software got released, then 2014, then 2016, then 2017, then the current version is 2019. So what is the version you have to install means SQL Server 2019. You will be able to get SQL software plus MSBA software also. That means SSIS and SSAS and SSRS also will be installed. This software I'm going to be giving day after tomorrow, and we will install the software in your computer. Clear? So this software you need to install, plus one more software I will give you, Power BI. Clear? So this installation we are going to be doing on day after tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll talk about what is SSIS, what is SSAS, and what is SSRS. Everything we'll discuss. And this is what is the thing we'll see later. And what is the hardware software configuration? I told you in yesterday's video, you need to have Windows 10 or Windows 11, minimum 4 GB of RAM, i3, i4, i5, any processor or AMD Intel processors, and a minimum 256 GB of SSD or hard disk is needed. So operating system Windows 7 cannot be used. Windows 10 or 11 has to be there. So tomorrow we'll talk about what is in depth, we'll understand what is the difference between MS BI, Power BI, what is SSIS, what is SSAS. Everything we'll discuss in tomorrow's class. Thank you so much, guys. Hope you able to understand how the companies are going to be storing the data and how the companies are giving you the data. So everything is going to be getting, so we will be learning everything, okay, in tomorrow's class. And day after tomorrow you will be able to see how to install. Make sure you need to get one new laptop or you need to buy one desktop. If you don't have a laptop or the desktop, at least organize, get it done within 1 week or 10 days of time so that you will be able to install everything. So tomorrow we are going to be continuing in the demo number 3. That is the final demo. So after that demo, you will be able to make the payments. Tomorrow you will get the payment links and everything, not today. If you fill this form, I have given you this form, guys. If you fill the form, you will be able to get the discounted price and everything. Now, if you have any questions, you just, ask me. You send a mail to Priyanka. Priyanka, send me a mail, bhaskarjogi@gmail.com. So that you will be able to, get this form and you can fill it up after this. Guys, did you like this session? Ardhamainda? Did you enjoy the class? Guys. So any questions? Let me stop recording.